Today we will do direct and indirect speech. Direct speech is when we produce the exact words of the speaker and put them in inverted commas. It consists of two parts: reporting speech and reported speech. First one is before commas and the other is after commas. Before commas, that part is called reporting verb, and the second part, which is within inverted commas, is known as reported speech. And the other method of conveying the message is indirect speech. In it we do not use the actual words of the speaker. For example, in the first sentence she said, "I am doing my home task now." We conveyed the message as it is conveyed by the speaker. She said that I am doing. But in the indirect speech, we remove the commas and we conveyed the message without inverted commas. She said that she was doing her home task then. Now you see there are changes in both the sentences. In the first sentence we use commas, and in second sentence, after the removal of commas, we use the conjunction that. And in the first sentence, now it was changed into then. The pronoun I was also changed in the second sentence. There are some rules which we have to follow for changing direct speech into indirect speech. First of all, we change in pronouns. First person pronouns, that are I, we, my, our, me, us. In the reported speech, reported is changed into according to the subject of the reporting speech. Reported speech is that part of the sentence which is within inverted commas, and reporting speech is the start of the sentence. For example, he said, "I am late." Now we change I according to the start of the sentence. Here pronoun he was used, so we change he said after adding the conjunction that. We remove the commas and change the pronoun he said that he was late. Second person pronouns are you, your, and you. In reported speech, they change according to the object of the reporting object. I said to her, "You are lucky." Here, according to her, we will change the pronoun you. I told her that she was lucky. In the first person pronoun, we change according to the reporting subject of the reporting speech. In the second person pronoun, we change according to the object of the reporting object. In third person pronoun, he, she, it, they, his, her, it, their, him, her, it, them are not changed. The tip to remember the changes in pronoun is SON. S, a first person according to subject, second person according to object, and third person N means no change. Is it clear that we change according to the in first person we change according to the subject of reporting speech, in the second person object of the reporting speech, and in the subject person third person there are no changes. For example, he said they will play cricket. Here there is no change in they, it remain as they. He said that they would play cricket. Secondly, second change is the change of adverb. We change nearness to dearness. Things which are near, we change into distance. This, that, these, those, here, there, ago, before, tomorrow, the next day, today, that day, hence, thence, last night, the night before, or the previous night. We can use the both words, the night before or the previous night. Yesterday, the day before, or the previous day, now, then, come and go. Thirdly, there is a change in a tense. As I have previously told you that the indirect sentence consists of two parts, reporting verb and reported speech. We follow the reporting verb, that is the first part of the sentence that is before commas. If it is in present or future tense, then in reporting, if the reporting speech is in any tense, either it is present, past, or future, there will be no change in indirect speech. We follow as it is. But if past tense, in past tense, reporting speech, all the will, shall, may, or can changes into would, should, might, or could. Present tense, if it is in past tense, reporting verb in past tense, then in reporting speech, present indefinite changes into past indefinite, present continuous changes into past continuous, present perfect changes into past perfect, and present perfect continuous changes into past perfect continuous. It means that all present tenses fall into past tenses: present indefinite, past indefinite, present continuous, past continuous, present perfect, past perfect, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. And if the reporting verb is in past tense, then past tense does not fall back into present tense. There is a change, that present indefinite changes into past perfect. Present indefinite changes into past perfect. Past indefinite changes into past perfect. Past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Past perfect changes into past perfect. And if it is past perfect perfect or past perfect continuous, then there will be no change. If the reporting verb is in past tense and reported speech in past again, then past indefinite falls into past perfect and past continues into past perfect continuous, but past perfect and past perfect continuous does not change. Tips to remember: that if reporting verb, that is the part of the sentence that is before commas, in future or present tense, then whatever the tense is used in reported speech, in indirect speech, there will be no change of the tense. But if the reporting verb is in past tense and the reporting speech is in present tense, then all present fall into past. Present indefinite, past indefinite. Present continuous, past continuous. Present perfect, past perfect. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. And if the reporting verb is in past tense and the reporting tense is reporting speech in past indefinite, then it changes into past perfect, and past continuous changes into past perfect continuous, but there will be no change in past perfect and past perfect continuous. They remain same.